Indestructible, na, 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 keep on moving, indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Hey guys, it's me, the gaming Dr. Mada, and I'm back. And I did promise you Summer Game Fest Part 2. Sorry for the delay, but we're gonna get straight into it. No talking, no excuses. We're just gonna hit it hard, we're gonna hit it on the head. So enjoy me for the next 20 minutes, maybe less, and we'll see how far this goes. So let's get into it right away. Yeah. The first game I want to talk about is Mafia, the Old Country, which takes place in the 1900s Sicily, for a gritty cinematic journey into the birth of the organized crime syndicate. You'll step into the shoes of Enzo Favara, an ambitious up-and-comer fighting to earn his place in the ruthless Torrisi family. Expect betrayal, bloodshed, and old-school mafia drama, all wrapped in a story-first, linear experience with authentic Sicilian voice acting to really set the mood.
I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
Forget the open worlds. This one's all about tight storytelling and classic mob vibes. This game is coming out on August 8th, 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The next game we have is Dying Light The Beast, which came crashing into Summer Game Fest like a dropkick to the face. This standalone story expansion brings back Kyle Crane, yep, the parkour ninja himself, who's been captured, experimented on by the guy called the Baron, a classic evil name, and turned into something more beastly. Now armed with freaky powers, Crane is tearing through the Castor Woods, part revenge mission, part monster mayhem. Expect wall running, zombie smashing, and a full-on beast mode carnage, with up to 3 friends joining in on the chaos. It drops August 22 and is totally free for anyone rocking the Ultimate Edition of Dying Light 2, Stay Human. So yeah, it's time to get freaky in the forest. This comes out August 22 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Toa and the Guardians of the Secret Tree made its mystical debut at Summer Game Fest, blending charming vibes with roguelike chaos. Developed by Brownies and published by Bandai Namco, this one's got Hades-style action with a twist. You pick 2 Guardians, one with a sword, Tsurugi, and one with a staff, Kagura, and tag team your way through danger. Set in a peaceful but totally doomed Shinju village, you're fighting off a dark god's minions, hopping between timelines, upgrading your home base, and maybe even making a few friends along the way. It's equal parts cozy and chaotic. It's coming out on PS5, Xbox Series X, and Switch on September 18th, 2025. PC players can join the party a day later. Acts of Blood stormed into Summer Game Fest like a rounder's kick to the jaw. This gritty third-person beat-em-up from Exil Team throws you into a dystopian version of Bandung, Indonesia, where fists and basically anything you can grab do the talking. You play as Hendra, a man on a mission to avenge his murdered family, because of course things got personal. The combat, fast, fluid, and brutal, drawing inspiration from Indonesian martial arts flicks and games like Sifu. Expect to punch, kick, stab, and smash your way through enemies with style. Oh, did I mention you can turn the environment into a weapon? This is coming in summer 2026 on PC. Get ready to bleed. Scott Pilgrim EX is back to punch love and evil exes in the face. Again. Announced at Summer Game Fest, this brand new retro-inspired beat-em-up from Tribute Games brings the band and the chaos back together, with the creator Brian Lee O'Malley co-writing a fresh, time-warp story set in a very confused version of Toronto. You'll brawl your way through stylish levels with 7 playable characters, including Scott, Romana, and the gang, either solo or in co-op, both offline and online. Expect over-the-top combat, quirky upgrades, and all the pixelated power charm you can handle. It's dropping early 2026 on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC. So tune your bass, sharpen your sarcasm, and get ready to fight through time. Again. Scum has officially broken out of early access prison. After nearly 7 years of tweaks, testing, and chaotic survival, the online open world survival game is hitting its 1.0 release on June 17, 2025, exclusively to PC via Steam. Set on a twisted prison island where you're not just trying to survive zombies and rival players, but also putting on a good show for creepy in-universe audience. Scum brings brutal survival with a side of reality TV madness. Version 1.0 packs an expanded gameplay, deeper mechanics, and a new meta-narrative with missions to actually win the show, or die trying. It's survival, but make it showbiz. Mind's Eye, a very controversial game, was then shown off at Summer Game Fest, with a blend of action, mystery, and just a dash of cybernetic weirdness. Developed by Builder Rocket Boy and published by none other than IO Interactive, this cinematic single-player thriller drops you into Red Rock, a sleek, sun-scorched metropolis full of secrets and shady tech. You'll play as Jacob Diaz, an ex-soldier with a neural implant that's definitely not FDA approved, as he unravels a tangled web of conspiracy, memories, and high-tech mayhem. Expect slick third-person combat, which I can't lie, it wasn't really slick when it came out. Yeah. Anyway, there's a Hitman crossover that comes over with this game. It's already out on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. LEGO Party then crashed the Summer Game Fest stage like a brick-built tornado of fun and chaos. This new multiplayer mashup takes the classic Mario Party formula and gives it a LEGO twist, complete with mini-games inspired by iconic sets like Pirates, Space, and Ninjago. Up to 4 players roll across a LEGO-themed board, complete in 60 wild minigames, and scramble to collect gold bricks like their plastic lives depend on it. Whoever has the most bricks at the end, Total Master Builder. This game comes out in late 2025 to PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch. And this party's got enough blocky madness to end friendships in the most colorful way possible. Blight had sprouted up on Summer Game Fest 2025 and instantly turned heads with its bizarre, beautiful, and brain-eating twist on the action RPG formula. From Drinkbox Studios, the wild minds behind Guacamelee, this Metroidvania adventure is set in a world where the dead are buried with seeds, growing memory-filled trees as tributes to the past. Enter Sorkisto, a creepy figure who skips the whole tree thing and just eats brains raw, gaining horrifying powers and unleashing a mind-bending blight that warps reality itself. As the last survivor of your community, you fight to reclaim stolen memories and maybe tap into the blight's corrupt power yourself, because who doesn't want a little taste of forbidden magic? Expect slick combat, smart progression, online co-op, and a dynamic difficulty system to keep you on your toes. Blighted launches in 2026 for PC and consoles, and is shaping up to be deliciously twisted in the best way possible. Ill then brought my doctor senses up, and then brought in a nightmare-fueled Summer Game Fest reveal trailer, promising a first-person horror experience that's so realistic you might actually jump out of your chair. Developed by Team Cloud, this game drops you into a research fort overrun by grotesque monsters, and trust me, these things don't just stand there waiting for a photo op. Featuring brutal dismemberment, smart enemy AI that keeps you guessing, and physics so real you can almost feel the creepiness crawling on your skin. Ill is all about staying sharp with tactical weapons and resource management. Get ready to face your fears when it launches on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, because in Ill, the scariest thing just might be running out of bullets. Infinite Decimals quietly stole the spotlight at Summer Game Fest 2025, coming from a tiny 8-person studio with big ambition. Set in a sprawling world where nature and machines are at war, you play as Captain Ogni, navigating through lush wildlife and deadly robots to uncover the mysteries of this strange land and maybe call it home. Expect exploration, conflict, and a story about finding your place between the two worlds. Infinite Decimals is dropping on PC in 2026. Street Fighter 6 is gearing up to bring the heat at Summer Game Fest 2025 with a sneak peek at this Year 3 content. Fans will get to see the return of classics like Sagat, Sea Viper, Alex, and Ingrid in the reveal trailer, while a fresh demo lets players test out newcomers Yu Williams and Diana. battling it out on a high-tech lunar research facility. Get ready to throw some punches on the moon, Fast and Furious style.
Family.
Last Flag then made a flashy debut, reimagining Capture the Flag as a stylish 5v5 third-person shooter set inside a wild 70s game show. Developed by Night Street Games, players will hide, capture and defend flags using unique character abilities, all while being hilariously narrated by Dan Reynolds of Imagine Dragon fame. It's chaotic, retro, and competitive in the best way. Last Flag hits PC in 2026, with consoles joining the party later. Let the groovy showdown begin. Wu-Chan Fallen Feathers soared into Summer Game Fest with a dark, stylish twist on the Souls-like formula. Set in the late Ming Dynasty, the game stars Bai Wu-Chang, a female pirate navigating a plague-ridden, war-torn Shu as ancient horrors and political chaos collide. Expect punishing boss battles, precise melee combat, mystical spells, and even some old-fashioned, old-school firearms, all demanding sharp timing and strategy. With its rich history backdrop and haunting atmosphere, Wu-Chan Fallen Feathers is sharpening up to be a brutal beauty. Wu-Chan Fallen Feathers is scheduled to be released on July 24th, 2025 for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver. This co-op action RPG from Brass Lion Games blends Afro surrealism with anime-inspired combat, letting up to 3 players team up online to defend Shaolin from the sinister forces of the Deceiver. Packed with both classic Wu-Tang Clan bangers and fresh tracks from DJ Just Blaze, it's equal parts beat down and beat drop. No release date or platform details yet, but when they come, they'll probably hit hard. Splitgate 2 teleported into Summer Game Fest 2025 with a slick reveal showing off its signature portal-based chaos cranked up to the next level. Developed by 1046 Games, this free-to-play shooter now comes with a brand new Battle Royale mode, blending high-speed movement, tight gameplay, and mind-bending traversal like only Splitgate can. The reveal trailer was packed with fast-paced action, wild plays, and those sweet portals that keep you guessing and respawning. Get ready to shoot, jump, and warp your way to victory. Again. Splitgate 2 launched on June 6, 2025, and is available on PC. Next, a game produced by one of my favorite studios, Stranger Than Heaven, the newly revealed title from Project Century from Ryoga Gotoku Studio, the minds behind the Yakuza and Like a Dragon franchise. Set across 1915 and 1943 Japan, the game blends gritty, open-world exploration with intense combat and a heavy dose of 20th century noir flair. The debut trailer teased a rich mix of city life, moral choices, and survival mechanics like hunger and thirst, along with the signature RGG brawler meets drama energy. No release date or platform details yet, but it's already looking like a bold and brutal twist on the studio's legacy. Finally, we have Resident Evil Requiem that made a chilling debut at Summer Game Fest 2025 as the 9th main entry in the iconic horror franchise. This time, players return to the haunting, reimagined Raccoon City, stepping into the shoes of Grace Ashcroft, daughter of Resident Evil Outbreak's Alicia. Blending classic survival horror and cinematic action with a heavy dose of psychological terror, Requiem promises tense encounters, creepy atmosphere, and a fresh twist on the series' legacy. It's set to launch on February 27, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So mark your calendars and brace for the nightmare. And that's it. That concludes this video, guys. I feel like it was a little bit much to do all the conferences at once, so I hope that's just a good enough taste for now. We'll get back into it more in the future. Much more faster, much more quicker, because, you know, I have an editor now. Yeah. But this is not the end of the Gaming Doctor. More is to come. More videos, more stories, more ideas. Let's share them together in this new environment of mine. And I'm really excited to share everything I have coming forward with you guys. I will not disappear for 3 years again, I promise. And yeah, let's see where this journey takes us. Look forward to more reviews, more Gaming Doctor nonsense, and so much more over the next year. But anyway, in closing, guys, I'm just going to ask you to do the one thing I always ask you to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things. Your support is always welcome here. So thank you, and until next time, guys, on to the next patient. Indestructible. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Indestructible.